Now this obstacle really gives the driver and the spotter some awkward positions to overcome. The severe off-camber left wants to bring the rig's front end up, so the spotter has to stay in front. Can't help the driver on the off-camber side, and check out the pressure this is putting on the tires and rims.
Did you get that one film?
Ned Bacon coming to this event really gives the fans something to look forward to, because you know there's never going to be a dull moment when Ned and his Killer Bee are around.
Yeah, he's all right. That's not a rollover for Ned.
So after 2 long, hot days of competition, 59 drivers have been pared down to 12. Let's check out the Dirty Dozen that will be competing for all the bragging rights. Jeff Wagner and his Curry Jeep were in first place after day 1, and after 2 days, nothing has changed. He still leads the pack at 128.
Then Ned Bacon in the Killer B at 172, tied with Chris Durham all the way from South Carolina.
Charlie Copsey and Steve Nance aren't from too far away, just up the road in Moab, and they're in the top 6.
2 amazing days of competition. He's at 237.
And then the final 5 will compete tomorrow.
What a great day of competition here in day number 2. Let's check out the highlights.
Turn that off.
Gary, no, I think we will. One stop, one reverse.
Talk about that number 2 today. You went right over backwards.
Yeah, we went over backwards. There's a really tight notch right in there. We did the first part of it just fine, and then it got into a little notch, kind of a tight thing to the left, and just couldn't seem to fit through it. My rear was too far to the left, and I gave it a shot anyway, and the right front tire climbed right up this wall on the right side and just climbed a little too far. And I tend to push it a little bit too far, I guess, and we just toppled right over backwards, wound up upside down.
You almost were on your lid yesterday too.
I was standing it straight on end twice yesterday. The first one, my partner Marcel Balda managed to sort of body slam the Jeep and push it back down. He kind of came with it and bounced off the hood, and I guess everybody saw that. That got us going again, then went a few more feet and did it again in another spot. And I've been having trouble with it all week, with the front being very light and just dancing around on me. And we stood it on end again, and that time the new high-speed Warren winch really saved us, because he spooled it out really quick. It was still running with the carburetor, I don't know how, completely vertical, no oil pressure, for probably 3 or 4 minutes. And Marcel had to carry the winch cable quite a ways to hook it up, and once he yelled it was ready, that winch got me down, saved the motor. It's still running. It fell right into the crack, and then it wouldn't start. It ran the whole time. It was vertical, and once it came down, that was it. It said, I've had enough of this. So then I just put it in gear. It's a manual, and just started cranking on the starter. It's got a mean green reduction starter in it, and an Optima battery in between the two of them, plus the winch, and they were all straining on the winch, and fortunately that Premier welder alternator kept everything charged, even with the engine off, because it cranked on up there. And
up. One wheel off.
You gotta get back out of here. Oh wow, almost.
Hey, come on. Charlie, come back this way. What'd he say? All right, folks, watch out now. Let's get back. We're gonna take out this flag, okay? Okay, go! Hey, what's up? I know, I can play it. Pick the zone. Come on, come on! Turn! Got it, yeah, turn, turn!
They say you're the first one to come up with 0 points. How's it feel?
Excellent.
What was your technique there?
Point and go.
You think he was
Felt
gonna
really
go
good.
Think he was gonna go to the winch?
Yeah, I figured we were going to use the winch, so we're good to go here.
Stock 4-cylinder, 275,000
So-
miles.
Oh man, that's a rush.
It wants to come up.
Watch out, Chief. He's gonna launch.
Chris, watch your cable when you win. 7:35. Everybody on top. Get ready to get out of the way. Get out of the way. Watch that window. This guy came up like a bat out of hell.
Did he?
Once he got off this last run, don't worry about that. Ho, ho, ho. What's the ho, ho?
I'm Ian Lojblad. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm number 34.
Okay, what brings you to the rock crawling championship?
Just to have fun.
That's what a lot of guys are saying, that they're here to have fun, but is there a little bit of competition, bragging rights involved?
Not for me personally, no. No, not at all.
How long have you been rock crawling?
About 7 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are you driving?
I have a yellow CJ7, so all round, or not all round tube, but all tube chassis. It's Dana 60 in the rear, 44 in the front, small block Chevy, October 400 Model 20.
Have you ridden on the Sandstone before?
No, never. I've been told that radials work a lot better here, and I'm running boggers, so I was a little bit concerned about that, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What will you do to counteract that? Lower your pressure on?
I've heard that horsepower helps.
Stay right there, don't turn yet. Come on. Keep going. Hey, Charlie, you got the line? Hey,
Ben, coming down from Utah, that's not exactly around the corner. So tell me what was attractive enough about this event to bring you down here?
Well, you get to compete against some of the best guys in rock crawling in the nation. Makes it a lot of fun. We competed once before in November, had such a good time that we decided to try it again.
Everybody, that's a universal thing, obviously. That's why everybody's out here, is because it's fun. How much of the appeal of this for you is the competition, being able to kind of measure yourself against the best guys around?
Well, I mean, anybody that says there isn't any appeal's lying to you, but there's some appeal to try and measure yourself against everybody. We do it all the time, even when we're doing it for fun, you know. Everybody's always trying to go up something without spinning a tire or doing a little bit better than the last guy. So there's definitely some appeal there, but the biggest thing's just to wheel with some of the best guys around.
Turn around. Keep going. Go back up right there.
This flag over here. Got a big you kind of got plenty of time.
How do you doing 4 and 5?
I don't know. Keep your tire down a little bit. You're hitting that wall and bouncing off. Right here. Right there. Keep your ass back over a little bit. Nope, that can't be over here. There you go.
Mark.
Right here.
Mark.
No which point?
What a great way to wrap 3 great days of competition up.
That's right, Jeremy. Fittingly, the final obstacle on the final day, and Charlie Copsey breaks his right front axle.
Hey, let's take a look at that final leaderboard.
Here's the way it all shook out here in Farmington. Shannon Campbell took the top spot.
Dan Dunaway and Steve Rumore were close behind in second and third, and Jeff Wagner shook off a rough roll on obstacle number 1 to finish in 5th.
Here's a name I don't want to say very often. Ian Liljeblatt ended up in 6th place.
You were in good shape when the day started, but the mountain one on the first one, right?
Yep, first one took me out, rolled me over, but kept it on 4 wheels after it rolled and kept on running.
Talk about this course a little bit. It's pretty amazing.
Too amazing. It's a little radical. It was a tough day today, really.
Have you had a good weekend?
Oh, the first 2 days went great. We were in first place after the 2-day finals. Ran the Wrangler MTRs for 2 days. They hooked up good, they worked good, and we had low total after the 2 days.
All right, Jeff. Well, good job on the
Thanks.
weekend.
Appreciate it.
Now joining me is Ron Wells of Goodyear, and being a presenting sponsor of this event, you've got to be pretty pleased with the turnout.
Very pleased. Absolutely amazing the number of people we see here. And the thing I am most happy about is nobody's driving any cars. They're all in trucks, SUVs, and every one of these people is a potential customer. So we're very excited.
Talk about that new MTR a little bit.
The Wrangler MTR, we started the work on this tire back in 1998. Started on the race circuit in the Core Series with Walker Evans. He did a lot of testing for us. And then we got Jeff involved actually in March at Moab at the Easter Jeep Safari. Done testing there. We did additional testing and did a media launch on the Rubicon Trail. Took it to Sierra Trek. And really this is kind of the final event we've got before we do a major launch of this to all of our dealers in January in Las Vegas.
We're off-road now, and that's why we're out here. But how does this thing handle on the freeway as well?
Thing handles very nicely on the highway. One of the comments you're going to see made coming out of the media event we had on the Rubicon, we drove for 2 hours just to get to the trailhead. And you actually, in an open Jeep, can carry on a conversation without a problem. So, we might sell this tire as an on-highway quiet tire, actually.
Okay, Ron, thanks a lot for joining me.
Thank you.
And Jeff, congratulations on the weekend.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Good luck, get this thing back on the road.
All right, I'm joined now by John Curry, spotter for Jeff Wagner and the Curry Jeep. John, talk a little about the first obstacle today, trying to get off to a good start, and things kind of didn't happen that way for you. Talk about being a spotter, first of all, and watching the Jeep start to tip. What's the feeling in your gut?
Well, it was kind of a surprise, actually. I didn't expect him to go over. It was one of those deals that was a judgment thing. He was up on it. He felt like we could back up. It looked good to me. When he backed up, it just happened to be, the rock that was there, his front tire should have landed on, it rolled over, and he was gone. So now looking back at it, it's easy to call it. We'd pull a winch for sure. But it was an obstacle that we thought we could make. In the morning, you first come out, your nerves are going. Man, you want to get on there, the adrenaline, you're pumped, and you don't want to have to winch on the first obstacle. And we hadn't seen anybody else go up it, and we came out there and looked climbable, you know, and I'm sure he could probably climb it, you know, but we gave it our best shot.
I don't know about you, Mark, but I am beat.
That's right, Jeremy. After 3 days in the Chokecherry Canyon, my skin's burnt, my muscles are burnt. I'm all over burnt.
We are the Big Rock team. I'm Jeremy Castro along with Mark Armstrong. For more information about the Goodyear Rock Crawling Championship Series, log on to bigrockvideo.com. That's it from Farmington.
Harry, grab your camera! Come here, Harry!
Hello and welcome to Farmington, New Mexico to the Goodyear Extreme 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Farmington, New Mexico for the Goodyear Extreme Rock Crawling Championship. We are the Booger Rock team. 3, 2.
Okay, here we go.
Let's take a look at these rules and say, unlike most competitions. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, ready? Ready?
I'm digging for guano. I don't believe it. Yeah, I'm digging for guano. Holy smoke. I'm digging for guano. Hey, I'm digging for guano. Digging for guano. Digging for guano. Digging for guano.
The Goodyear Extreme Rock Crawling Championship Series has been brought to you by Goodyear, Terraflex, Curry Enterprises, Detroit Lockers, Advance Adapters, Premier Power Welder, Warren, and Big Rock Film and Video.
For more information about this program and also the Wheel in the West series, contact Big Rock at www.bigrockvideo.com or call us at 1-801-254-7129. And be sure to follow the Goodyear Extreme Rock Crawling Series with Big Rock Film and Video. For the best in off-road sports coverage, look to the leader, Big Rock Film and Video.